What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's Joey G coming straight at you from the Joey G headquarters, the studio for the day. What's going on? WWE in severe trouble. I mean severe. When I talk severe, I mean severe. The WWE's having very they don't know what they're doing behind stage. It's bad. It's really bad. I'm going to get right to it. The reason behind Cena burying the Wyatt family on Monday Night Raw, this is a very big topic. Cena, I said earlier in videos this week, he didn't sell it at all. I'm not going to repeat myself and be like doing a replay show. He didn't sell it at all. He came out there, he didn't give one inkling. Vince McMahon was behind the whole thing. He was the one who said, go out there and do it. Triple H has got great ideas. As much as I don't like Triple H, because I used to like him. I used to like him when he was Shawn's tag along. Before he was handed the world championship, I like Triple H. You know what I'm saying? But Triple H has great ideas. The NXT idea was his idea, which is great. But let me tell you something. There's not the problem with WWE right now is that Triple H keeps thinking, oh, well, we're going to sign these young guys and thinks these NXT stars are just going to blow up and just raise the superstardom. They're not all Sheamus. And Sheamus only, okay, he came in. That's when before NXT, they were doing their show then. They didn't even start the NXT show yet. It was still FCW. He came in. He was a lucky one, and he was a Triple H personal friend and beat Cena for the WWE title, his first pay-per-view match ever, or second pay-per-view match. I don't know what it was. After he ended Jamie Noble's career, if y'all remember that, in the winter of the end of 2009. But there's loads of trouble in WWE. Nobody knows who to do. There's no main eventers. Cena is the only real big face. There's other faces, but I don't know what's going on with Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E. Big E has the potential to be a big face, but you need heels. In that faction with him, Xavier Woods, and Kofi, and whoever else joins, it can. You got R-Truth, but R-Truth's an old man. He is. He's 43 years old. He can't be walking around saying, what's up? What's up? What's up? He can't be doing that all the time. They need main eventers. And to do this, Triple H said, we're not going to do what WCW did in the 90s when they went and got Hogan and Savage and Piper and DiBiase and still had Flair going. And, just signing back Rick Rude when he couldn't even wrestle. And just getting all these getting Bret Hart at the end of his career. $1 Million Man, the only two young guys, of course, Triple H will say they got, or three young guys, were his good buddies, the Wolfpack, Nash Hall and Sean Waltman, which are three of my favorite wrestlers. But I'll be honest with you, with that click thing, Kevin Nash and Triple H can be pricks. Kevin Nash I can take because he's a funny guy, he's pretty cool, but Triple H is a prick. And like Kevin Nash said, the only reason he was in the clique is because he didn't drink, he didn't take pills. So Nash didn't have to drive, he was sick of driving Razor, 123 Kid, and Shawn Michaels around all the time, and Altoya Maoya, a.k.a. Justin Incredible, a.k.a. P.J. Walker. He was tired of that, so Hunter came in, Paul Eskeeve, and Triple H, and he was Hunter Hearst Helmsley back then, and he started driving. He debuted the night after WrestleMania 11 in 1995. But there's just problems in the WWE. Nobody knows who to do things. I know Terry Taylor's back, and as a wrestler, Terry Taylor, the Red Rooster. Before he was the Red Rooster, he was great in the UWF. For all you older fans, I know you know what I'm talking about. Terry Taylor was a great wrestler. As a matter of fact, it was between him and Kurt Hennig, who was supposed to be Mr. Perfect. Now, we all know Kurt Hennig is Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. If not my favorite wrestler of all time is Mr. Perfect. He was the AWA World Champion. He should have been at least for a month. Like, they could have made it a WrestleMania at that time. Hulk Hogan was so big, they could have had Hulk Hogan and Kurt Hennig main event of WrestleMania. Instead, back then, it came down to Hulk Hogan. The champion back then was in the Royal Rumble. It came down to him and Kurt Hennig, I think, 2 times. 2 years in a row, maybe. I could be wrong. I know one year it did in 90 or not. In 90, I know Hogan won it in 90 and 91. And I think in 90 it came down to him and Kurt Hennig. I don't know 91. I know 91 he won it, but because then he fought Slaughter. You know what I mean? Because Slaughter beat the Warrior. You know what I mean? I know my history with WWE, but that's when you had heels and faces you liked, like the Warrior, Jake the Snake, The Undertaker, Hulk Hogan. You go on, Roddy Piper, Junkyard Dog. I'm going back. I'm saying Bret Hart. You just had the Mountie. So many cool. The Repo Man, Randy Savage, one of my all-time favorites. Ravishing Rick Rude. The Hammer, Greg Valentine, Brutus Beefcake, Ed Leslie, the president of the Hulk Hogan Suck My Dick Club. You know, I mean, but he was cool. You know what I mean? He wasn't cool. He had a cool show to Barbershop. He looked all right when he did the scissors. I mean, he was a draw. He made some money. I mean, he was Hulk Hogan's personal ass kisser. I mean, he was his disciple in WCW. But, like, that's what WWE is now. They don't know what, like, Vince McMahon is the ultimate chairman. Yeah, we all know that he's in charge. We all know that Vince, VKM, you know what I mean? Voodoo Kim Mafia. No, I'm just playing. But that was a good storyline that TNA did with Billy Gunn, well, Kip James and Brian James, really, the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, with the New Age Outlaws when they were in TNA and they did that thing against the WWE. I don't know how people can, you know, forgive, because they went to WWE and did the same thing WWE did to WCW. And went to WWE. I mean, you had the Road Dogg and Billy Gunn sleeping outside WWE headquarters. I mean, that's where I want to be going into work. And that's not where I want to be. That's where I'm going to be going to work. I know I can't go dressed like this. If they would let me, that would be great. I mean, I'm just there to write the storylines. I don't want to be in the suit and tie, but I know there's a procedure and I know there's a criteria to follow, and I'm down with that. But I can wear whatever I want when I'm talking to you people. You know what I'm saying? Joey G, keep it real, shoot from the hip. Bang! You know what I'm saying? But WWE right now, it's just, they don't know, like, they have no faces. I mean, Bray Wyatt was on his way. He could be a face. And Cena buried the shit out of him on Monday night. Luke Harper could be a face. Like I said, he could be like a big Daniel Bryan. They should have thought of that in the beginning. You know what I mean? He's big, he says he looks like Earl. Like, my name is Earl. That's who he reminds me of, you know? Earl. That's who Luke Harper reminds me of. He could get the crowd behind him. Luke. But we know what the best is. And the best is Steph. But Steph, you need to know what you're doing, honey, because she's starting to, you know, really make me think that, you know what, women can't be in charge of big companies. And I'm not a sexist. I love you women out there. You know I love my women, but in charge of a big company, Stephanie, you're not really doing good. Let Hunter make all the decisions. I mean, as much as I'm not hating on him, but what Bret Hart said is the truth about Hunter. He's never really had a great match. All his matches are the same. He's a great wrestler. He's a great historian like me. He knows what happened, when it happened. He can name the matches, what arena it was in, what city, what month, what year. I mean, he's good at shit like that, Triple H. And that's something I do like about him. But the businessman himself is a complete dickhead, a complete douchebag, straight up. Excuse my language. And kids at home, don't smoke. I just smoke because it relaxes me when I talk during these videos. But don't smoke. It's very bad for you. For real. My grandfather died of cancer in 2012. And that's real rap. No crosses counted. For real. I'm not laughing about it. But I love you, Pop. But, you know, they just need to, you know, either go with the youth, you know, bring that dude Tyler Breeze up. They say he's like a Shawn Michaels, John Morrison, Shelton Benjamin wrestling type. Of course, not wrestling. I mean, Shelton Benjamin's black and Tyler Breeze looks nothing like him. But he can wrestle like Shelton Benjamin. He has Shawn Michaels' charisma and wrestling ability. You know what I mean? He kind of has the jacket like John Morrison used to wear, Joey Mercury, Eminem, if you remember them, with Melina. But, you know, bring these guys up. Sami Zayn, bring him up. You know what I mean? Go get Samoa Joe. But the real answer is, you want to know the real answer? Go sign Kurt Angle back, Triple H. Swallow your pride and sign Kurt Angle back. Sign him back. We know he's coming back. Get him back. I don't know officially. I mean, I say officially because I hear these rumors, but I don't know officially. Till I see him on WWE TV, nobody knows officially. Or till I see it on the internet, it's official. I've heard that WWE is strongly now trying to get back in contact with Kurt Angle, but he might be playing the game. Well, you know what? You know what I mean? F you, I ain't coming back. You know what I mean? You didn't want me a couple weeks ago, now you want me. But that's what WWE needs to do. They need to get Kurt Angle. Get him out of TNA. He has no contract. Jeff Hardy's contract ends in February. Scoop him up and Matt. Matt might not draw a lot of money, but, you know, I like Matt Hardy as a person. I know him. You know what I mean? I told weed with Matt. Matt's cool. You know what I'm saying? Bring Matt back, because Matt's not going to stay in TNA without Jeff. Samoa Joe should be in WWE. Samoa Joe would do great. Samoa Joe could main event of WrestleMania. Can you imagine Samoa Joe against Brock Lesnar at the main event of WrestleMania? That would be, because Brock Lesnar won't be able to do all that shit with Joe. Samoa Joe is I'm going to do a show on Samoa Joe, and I'm going to do the whole show about him. He's a unique, sized, and great wrestler. And he wrestled Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, AJ Styles, Austin Aries. And I'm not talking in TNA just recently. I'm talking in the Ring of Honor, in the Indies. I mean, CM Punk and Samoa Joe have had some of the greatest matches ever. And the WWE, they should go out and get CM Punk back. They should go back and say, Phil, we'll give you whatever you want, Phil. Phil Brooks, CM Punk, that's his real name, Phil Brooks. And we'll give you whatever you want, Phil. You know what I'm saying? Go get John Morrison. I don't know if it's official he signed with GFW. It's a rumor. I don't know if it's official. But if it ain't official, go get him. Go get AJ Styles. I mean, it used to be to work in the WWE was a privilege. AJ Styles is saying you don't want to go to the WWE because it's not close to his house. He's not close to his wife and kids. It's the WWE, AJ. You're in the bright light big city. Come on. What, do you want to stay in a movie theater the rest of your life in the Impact Zone? Because they ain't growing, they ain't going nowhere. I mean, with Kurt Angle leaving, and I really think he's going to leave. I really think he'll be back in WWE. Don't be surprised if he wins the Royal Rumble. Jeff Hardy's going to come back. He's already basically said it on the internet, because that's what I do believe. Jeff Hardy said, the way things are in TNA, you can see the video. I mean, he's got a lot of videos on YouTube, but he said, never say never. My contract's up February 6th. Matt, notice he came back. He didn't sign no long-term deal. I think it was like a month after Jeff's contract. His contract comes up. So the Hardys could both be at WrestleMania this year. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I think Vince and the way the WWE's working, they would do that maybe the night after WrestleMania and bring Matt and Jeff back, or Jeff, you know. Maybe like they're going to have like the Dudleys. They should sign Bully Ray, and they don't. Devon, they could sign him. I mean, yeah, they're older, but they're main eventers. They'll draw money. And you're building the youth up. You know what I mean? You're building youth. You got to give Bo Dallas more airtime. He's great. He's like the new age Kurt Angle. You know what I mean? As Kurt Angle's on his way out the door, you got the new Kurt Angle coming in. You got to give Bo Dallas more airtime. Get rid of Adam Rose. Send him back to NXT. Call him Leo Kruger again, or kick his ass out the door because his rosebud and his gay-ass English voice suck. Thumbs down. For real. And Brock Lesnar, the WWE World Champion, fits perfect to me. That's the one thing about WWE you can say, yo, that's a good company. They got a good champion. Because if Cena was holding the belt, you would just be like, the same old, you can't see me. You can't see me. You can't see me. Sick of it. Brock Lesnar at least is a world champion. And like I said, this hoopla with Cena and everything, Night of Champions, I'm telling you, is going to be his last match. I mean, he's not going to be full-time anymore after Night of Champions. He will wrestle at WrestleMania, and it will be against Hulk Hogan. I guarantee it. There's that word again, guarantee. But as far as Cena being full-time, it's over. And as far as this video, this is over too. Tough times in WWE, they need Joey G at the head of that creative table. I'll see you later. I'm going to go away for a little while, but I'll be back during the week. I'll do a show from where I'm at. But this is Joey G, and I'm out. Tough times in WWE, they'll prevail. The WWE always does. But I got a good show coming up on the Monday Night Wars. It's going to be days and days of it, so it's going to be cool. But check it out. This is Joey G, and I'm out. Peace. If you don't like it, fuck it. Joey G's the man. Remember, started from the bottom, but I will get to the top, and I never quit. Peace. I'm out.